Hi there. Today, we're diving into a book that has changed the way millions of people think about their daily lives, Atomic Habits by James Clear. Now, if you've ever tried to start a new workout routine, quit scrolling through your phone at night, or finally learn that language, only to find yourself back where you started a week later, don't worry. You aren't the problem. Your system is the problem. James Clear's core message is simple but profound. We don't rise to the level of our goals, we sink to the level of our systems. He calls these atomic habits because they are like atoms, the small, tiny building blocks of a much larger result. Imagine an airplane taking off from Los Angeles headed to New York. If the pilot changes the heading by just 3.5 degrees, a tiny nudge you wouldn't even feel, the plane will end up in Washington, D.C. instead. That is the power of a 1% shift. Over time, those tiny changes lead to a massive difference in where you end up. Section 1. Focus on identity, not goals. Most of us try to change from the outside in. We say, I want to lose weight. That's the outcome. So we go for a run. That's the process. But Clear says we should start with identity. Think of it this way. Imagine two people who are trying to quit smoking. When offered a cigarette, the first person says, "No thanks, I'm trying to quit." This sounds reasonable, but they still identify as a smoker who is trying to be something else. The second person says, "No thanks, I'm not a smoker." See the difference? It's a small shift in language, but it changes everything. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. If you make your bed, you're voting for the identity of an organized person. If you write one page, you're voting for the identity of a writer. Focus on the identity first, and the results will follow. Section 2. The feedback loop, the 4 laws. How does a habit actually work? It's a 4-step loop: cue, craving, response, and reward. 1. The cue triggers your brain to initiate a behavior. You see a plate of cookies. 2. The craving is the motivational force. You want to taste that sweetness. 3. The response is the actual habit you perform. You eat the cookie. 4. The reward is the end goal. It tastes great and you feel satisfied. To build a good habit or break a bad one, Clear gives us 4 laws based on this loop. Let's walk through them. Section 3. Law number 1. Make it obvious. If you want to start a habit, you need to design your environment so the cue is impossible to miss. Don't just say, "I'll work out tomorrow." Use implementation intentions. Say, "I will work out at 7 a.m. in my living room." You can also use habit stacking. This is where you pair a new habit with an old one. After I pour my morning coffee, current habit, I will meditate for 1 minute, new habit. Your coffee becomes the trigger. And don't forget environment design. If you want to drink more water, put a bottle on every desk and nightstand in the house. Make the right choice the easiest choice. Section 4. Make it attractive. We are motivated by the anticipation of a reward. This is where temptation bundling comes in. Let's say you need to fold laundry. Boring, but you love watching Netflix. Exciting. Tell yourself you are only allowed to watch your favorite show while you are folding laundry. Suddenly, you're looking forward to the task because it's bundled with something you love. Section 5. Make it easy. This is the most practical part of the book. We often overcomplicate things. We think we need to do a 60-minute workout or it doesn't count. Clear introduces the 2-minute rule. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. Read before bed becomes read 1 page. Run 3 miles becomes tie my running shoes. The point is to master the art of showing up. A habit must be established before it can be improved. You can't improve a workout that never happened. Also, look at friction. If you want to go to the gym, pack your bag the night before. You're removing the friction between you and the habit. To break a bad habit, increase friction. Want to watch less TV? Take the batteries out of the remote and put them in another room. Section 6. Make it satisfying. The first 3 laws increase the odds that you'll do the behavior this time. The 4th law increases the odds that you'll repeat it next time. Our brains evolved to value immediate rewards over delayed ones. This is why bad habits are so hard to break. The reward, the taste of the cigarette or the like on social media, is instant, while the consequence is delayed. To make a good habit stick, you need a hit of immediate success. Use a habit tracker. Crossing an X on a calendar is incredibly satisfying. It provides immediate visual proof that you are becoming the person you want to be. Just remember the golden rule of tracking. Never miss twice. If you miss one day, it's an accident. If you miss two, it's the start of a new habit. Get back on track immediately. Wrap up. The plateau of latent potential. Before we go, I want to leave you with one visual. Imagine an ice cube sitting on a table in a room that's 25 degrees. You slowly heat the room. 26, 27, 28, nothing happens. 31 degrees, still just a block of ice. Then you hit 32 degrees. Suddenly, the ice begins to melt. That 1 degree shift didn't do all the work. It was the accumulation of all the degrees before it. This is the plateau of latent potential. Your hard work isn't wasted, it's being stored. All the big breakthroughs come from those tiny 1% changes we make every single day. So, don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on being 1% better today than you were yesterday. Summary of the core lessons. Focus on who you want to be, not what you want to achieve. Design your environment to make good habits obvious and bad habits invisible. Use the 2-minute rule to just get started. Never miss twice. Thanks for listening. Now, what's one tiny habit you can start in the next 2 minutes?